Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we are going to be doing a love reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So if you are a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node, there are likely some messages here for you. This is a general reading though, so not everything will resonate with everyone. Take what does for you, leave what doesn't. And this is timeless as well, so whenever you're seeing it is the right time for you to see it. All right, let's get into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Sagittarius collective today? Okay, that's okay. Okay. Let me get one more. Thank you. Okay. So, Sagittarius, you have been going through a very painful ending with someone. And I feel like you have some sort of illusions about this ending that I'm hearing that you don't understand why this person has ended things. And you're having a lot of trouble seeing this ending as a new beginning. Like it's a bit of a mystery to you. Subconsciously, on a deeper level, you may have some understanding about this, but it's something that you're not allowing yourself to connect with on a conscious level, it looks like. Whoever this person is that you're dealing with, that you have on your mind, they made a decision about you, about this relationship. They made a decision to put up some boundaries and transition away from it. Something about it was not working for them. There was an issue of balance and priorities for them. It took a lot of courage for them to step away. I'm hearing that's something that you didn't understand as well, that you were confused about, that you felt like it was something they had pre-planned, that wasn't as hard for them to do as it actually was. There's some interesting energy here between the two of you. You know, this is an ending. There is a new beginning, but there's something a bit difficult about it internally. This Ten of Pentacles is interesting. Yeah, I think you felt like this was going to be more of a long-term investment, and that perhaps you did have a feeling of family together. And that's something that's going to be difficult for you to balance now. Your world is sort of turned upside down by this change. It feels like a betrayal to you. But this was an important test for this person of their strength, of their resilience, to be able to decide what was best for them, to recognize what wasn't working for them, and to reassess their priorities and act on that. So I feel like there were some sort of like issues with like mental power and finances within this relationship that were affecting things being harmonious in a family sense. Your beliefs and this person's beliefs were sort of mismatched. You held different truths within your heart that felt impossible to reconcile within this relationship. Something about the way you view money, the way you view your truth, the way you think, the way you approach this familial situation, whether that's like as a couple, like, you know, managing your finances, managing like the household or whatever, or, you know, if you had children, how raising the children was to be addressed. But overall, this was an unsuccessful connection that has ended. It's better for both of you that it has, even if you're having trouble seeing that right now. You know, it was hard for this other person to make this decision to walk away, but they did so because they understood, they saw the truth of it being the best decision. You just have some difficult feelings about that you're keeping under the surface. But eventually, your inner wisdom will help you see the good in this. This ending, this change in dynamic between you two is bringing about a sense of balance in your individual lives. It may take a little time. It may come, a little more slowly, but that's what's happening here is things are being set back into balance. Let's pull some oracle cards. Also getting, there's going to have to be a lot of negotiation between you because of whatever was established. Whatever was established in the relationship, yeah. We've got separation. There's definitely separation going on here. And with all these other cards here, this is a permanent separation. You're going to have to negotiate how to move forward separately, like negotiating what was established here, how to manage that, how to split that up, how to still collaborate on that even to some degree when you're both going your separate ways. We also had deception come out. Someone was wearing a false self mask in the relationship. I don't. I'm feeling a couple of things about that. I feel like you both were, that it wasn't one or the other of you. I think this person realized that they were having this false sense of self and exhibiting that in this relationship. And that was part of what solidified their decision to step away. I think your deception, your mask, is still a little unconsciously worn for you. That you don't have a clear picture of the mask that you've been wearing, of how you've been suppressing some of your deeper feelings when you were still in this connection. But that will become clearer to you over time as, your intuition, your inner wisdom, the feminine parts of you will allow that to be more seen in this separation, in this distance, stepping away. I said forgiving and learning come out. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah, I really feel like this is a situation about forgiving and learning because you feel very hurt. You feel very sort of blindsided by this sudden sort of distance. Or maybe not even sudden, maybe the separation is sudden, it's the distance itself wasn't so much, at least like emotionally, I'm getting. But this is starting a process of forgiving. I'm hearing forgiving other people for being true to themselves and for learning your own truth more deeply. This one just jumped out. I about dropped it. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So yeah, there were a lot of those in this relationship. And I think you were ignoring them. They were ignoring them for quite some time. And then this person started paying attention to them and made a decision based on that. And I think you saw them too, but we're just trying to look over them to have a certain outcome. And yeah, it's really important to forgive them for noticing them and forgive yourself for ignoring them. Learning how moving forward to honor those flags when you see them, to see them as signals and address them with a sense of presence rather than like pushing them off to the side. That's going to be important for you moving forward into something new after this situation. Learning to be more present, to honor your truth, and to forgive other people for, maybe having a different truth than your own. Okay, that shot out. We get the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Yeah, that's a really clear message. That's exactly the vibe that I was getting from the tarot, was that this, this isn't something that's meant to be reconciled. This isn't a cycle that's going to repeat. This is an ending for growth, for change, for a new beginning somewhere else. And this interesting seduction came out. I don't think that's what's happening between you. I feel like some sense of temptation, attraction elsewhere, maybe even another person specifically, could have been involved in what happened here. That, perhaps on your side, some sort of temptation could have been distracting from a deeper connection with this person. Not feeling the deeper level of attraction necessary to have like passion fulfilled. I'm saying because like this person over here looks like they have a lot of passion and felt burdened by it, like it wasn't being received, it wasn't being utilized. And that could have been this person as well, like some of those red flags they were noticing, noticing that they feel more passionate about, more tempted by, more attracted to other people outside the relationship, and sort of reflecting on that, wondering why that is, if this is supposed to be the person I'm with. And it's because it isn't. Like this relationship is supposed to be a learning experience now. It's not supposed to continue. And I think some level of viewing the attraction made that evident. And perhaps that taking a look at that for you will clear up some of this confusion about why this ending had to happen on your side. It's time for me to heal now. Yeah, this person feels like very wounded, very sort of like battle torn from being in this situation. And you feel stabbed in the back. So there's definitely a lot of healing that needs to happen here. Okay, we got you and I were too young. Okay, so I feel like, depending on what your ages are, you could be too young for the type of commitment you were trying to have, like right now. I'm also getting the feeling that, maybe this is someone that you have a long history with, that, you met when you were very young, and that sort of solidified a certain sort of energy between the two of you. I'm getting like inner child wounds. That was something that like brought you together initially, and those things are still, rather than being healed in this connection, they've been flared up, they've been like exacerbated. And that's something that has always been at odds here and unable to heal while in this connection. And that's why there's time for you to heal right now. I also got, I feel you even though we are apart. So what I get from this is that there was a lot of entanglement in this connection. They still feel the pull of your energy. Like it's still painful having an underlying connection with you. Part of it may be still like needing to negotiate and sort out things that have been established between the two of you. But I'm getting a strong feeling that there's still like a cord of energy between you that needs to be severed, because like this relationship isn't coming back. That's something that either of you can do. Maybe this person recognizes it and will take charge on that, or that's something that you can do as well for your own healing. I recommend doing a cord cutting ritual for this particular sort of situation, connection, because it's going to be more difficult for you both to heal if you're still having that sort of attachment to one another. Okay, well, I wish you the best of luck, happiness, and healing. A deeper sense of love and connection in future relationships. If this reading resonated with you, please give it a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I hope to see you at your reading next week. Bye, Sag.